relaxing, isn't it? Yep, it did put me to sleep. Anyways, what's up, guys? It's Nathan here. Today we're talking about indie games. Now, the game I always fail. Like at the beginning of the video, or in the middle, like or some point in the video, or multiple times in the video, I always fail at speaking because I talk too fast. But anyways, the gameplay you guys are watching in the background is Flowers, I think. It's like a tilt and motion sort of game where you tilt your controller, and yeah, it's an indie game. But, I just want to talk about indie games because a whole bunch of cool indie games were announced at E3 a couple months ago, and some of them look really cool, like No Man's Sky, I think it was called. It looks absolutely badass, it's like, technically you could put it in perspectives of a full game. Probably not, the only thing that keeps it back is because it wouldn't be classified as a AAA game because, it would be like the first of its kind. I don't think any scale, no, what am I trying to say? I don't think any game has been drawn to that scale before, No Man's Sky, when they introduced it and when they showed some gameplay, they even said, just think about this, all the planets and constellations and whatever, there's way too many for humans to ever keep track of. There's billions, so they just sort of like, they just had this auto-generating thing where they even came out and flatly told you, you know what, nobody ever, no matter how many times you play the game, you're never going to be able to discover everything that's into the game, that was built into the game. So that's just freaking amazing. The future's been bringing us this, so just imagine what's going to happen in a few years. Technology is getting bigger and better. Just think of, Black Ops 2, the technology that they had there, and hopefully we don't know the full campaign of Black Ops 3 yet, but just think of the technology, that stuff could be real, and a lot of the stuff is being created right now. Exosuits are being developed for the army as we speak. So, it's not that, it's not that far into the future. We just gotta think about that, indie games are getting bigger and better, and indie as a whole, people, I'm saying so much, why am I doing that? Anyway, indie as a whole, people are starting to play with indie games more and more, and yeah, they're not that expensive, like 5, 10, maybe 15 bucks, but yeah, they're really not that expensive. So going back and explaining what No Man's Sky is, just in case if any of you guys didn't watch E3's live stream, or any of you guys didn't go there or something like that, you just don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna explain it. So No Man's Sky is an indie game where it's a huge scale. You're traveling from planet to planet, solar system to solar system in this sort of rocket ship thing, and it's a first-person shooter. You explore, you add checkpoints, I guess, or something like that. You just explore. There's like certain settings. Every single sort of solar system has its own set of missions and everything. It looks badass. I forgot if they said it was multiplayer or not, and I think you get added some stuff. I don't remember the exact details, but from the scale of it, people were like, whoa, this is going to be an awesome game. And that's one of the indie games that I actually do plan on getting first off when it comes out. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want that? A lot of people have been waiting for a game like that. Like traveling to wherever you want, never getting bored of it. I mean, yes, you would eventually get bored of traveling and stuff. But, but overall, you know what? You could just spend countless hours. That would be like one indie game that you could spend more hours into it. Usually indie games are like something that people would just want to kill 30 minutes on, but this game, I could see myself killing more than 30 minutes, probably possibly days worth of hours into it. But yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? This is one of those games where you've just been waiting, but you know what, there's always a possibility where they screw up because we don't have the game in our hands yet. So, you know what, think back to Battlefield Hardline. People are like, you know what, this is the game we've all been waiting for. It's cops and robbers. But when it came out, a lot of people hated it. Who knows, it might suck. And I'm not going to compare it to, you know what, I shouldn't have compared it to Battlefield because that's a AAA game. But yeah, we just have to wait and see how it works out. No guarantee yet, but from the looks of things, it looks pretty badass. And you know what, that wasn't the only indie game that was announced during E3. There was quite a few, especially in Xbox's press conference. They even had this old grandma, and that was just crazy, like this granny coming over with the sweater on. She had the weirdest clothes, like a granny. Instead of making games, and she freaking made the game. Instead of making games, hey granny, why don't you make me some cookies in the kitchen? Like, that's what I don't know. It was just a big facepalm when I just watched that. This is what the world's come to, everyone's making games now, and it's sort of sad that not everyone that plays games know how to, I can't even talk. knows how to make it, except this random granny out of nowhere that should be making cookies is making games. You know, that just puts a lot of people to shame. But anyway, you know what? A lot of the indie games look really fun. There was quite a few announced. If you guys want to check some of those out, go back and watch the live stream. I'm pretty sure you guys will be interested in a whole bunch of them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what, just for the relaxing sake of it, because of all this stress and stuff that the world has upon us, I'll just let the game run for a while, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.